Hey, what's up guys and welcome back to the channel. You know it's your boy Anime King, and today we're going to be doing part 57 of What If Naruto Went Dark. Comment down below and tell me what you think of this episode. Remember to share to all of your friends on your social media platform. And yeah, if you're new, check out the place and check out all the other parts. And also click that subscribe button, turn on that bell notification, and stay posted. Yeah guys, and without further ado, let's get straight into it. Play the intro. So last time we left off, Naruto forced the Jinchuriki of the Three Tails to transform into the Three-Tailed Turtle, who was taking on Naruto, proving that he is stronger than the One Tails. A mere swipe of his tail slammed Naruto down into the ground, breaking his arm. Naruto then coated it in Yokai to heal himself. As Naruto got back up to his feet, ready to take on the Three Tails, as he extended his claws even longer, as he was still enjoying the fight even though he took a couple of hard hits. He wanted to fight the Three Tails alone. He didn't want anyone to interfere. He wanted to prove himself. This was when Naruto wanted to prove himself to Kurama that he's the strongest mate ever, and Kurama loved it at this time. She didn't care about people or care about innocent people's life. She loved Naruto and wanted to turn him into a demon. Naruto and the Three Tails were looking at each other. The Three Tails wanted to talk to Kurama, but Naruto told him no, that he has to get past him first. The Three Tails took this as a challenge and decided to take down Naruto, and then he's going to talk to Kurama. Naruto charged at the Three Tails, as Naruto quickly built a Rasengan in one hand and built another in his next hand. The Three Tails along his tails towards Naruto, trying to swipe Naruto out of the air. Naruto flew and dodged them mid-second as he flipped over. He then slammed his two Rasengans on the Three Tails' back, but there wasn't even a scratch. Really impressive. Your shell is even more indestructible than I thought, said Naruto as he looked down at the Three Tails. Okay, I guess I'll try this. Foxfire, said Naruto. As he was in the air, he rained down fire towards the Three Tail, with all of their points shaping like a fox head. Fire rained from the sky from Naruto, as the Three Tails went into his shell, not trying to take any damage on his 2 foot, his hands, or his head. All of the fire collided with the shell, but not making even a dent or a scratch. That shell, thought Naruto, as he was really annoyed by it. The Three Tails then popped out back out of his shell. You cannot get through my defense, the Three Tails said, so it doesn't make sense what you do. You will never win. I will win. Yes, that shell is really powerful, said Naruto. He then gave the Three Tail a devilish smile as he held out his palm. Tornado Killer, shouted Naruto as the wind was going down straight to chop off the Three Tails' head, but at the last second he sucked in his head so quickly and the wind missed by an inch as he dug into the ground. Damn it, said Naruto as he looked down at the unharmed Three Tails. Naruto angrily grunted as he summoned about 20 Shadow Clone. All of them flew into the air. Let's try this then, said Naruto, as all of them were building a Rasen Shuriken in their hands. Naruto had learned how to build a Rasen Shuriken on his own. As all of them were charging it up, Naruto said, Rasen Shuriken, rapid fire as all of them launched a shuriken down at the Three Tails. The Three Tails did the same thing. He was about to suck into his body, but then another Naruto on the ground grabbed one of his tails, as another Naruto on the ground extending his own tails and grabbed the two other tails even though they were big. Naruto's clone tails wrapped around the Three Tails tail and spun him around with incredible speed and threw him straight up in the air upwards, where the clone with the Shuriken Rasengan could see his face and the hole where he sucked into, as all of them pointed their attack at that one point, sending their attack blasting in there, as the explosion was huge as a three-tailed shell was sent soaring down into the ground, crashing, creating a huge crater. Finally, said Naruto, I thought you were stronger than that, but I guess it's over, as Naruto turned his back and was about to fly away. But then, he heard Aisabu, the Three Tails voice. Spear rain pour. What? Said Naruto as he turned around, as his shadow clone beside him turned around. He also had one shadow clone as he dispelled the rest of them. You're still okay? What did you just say? Said Naruto, as Aisabu wasn't answering. What did you just say? Naruto shouted out, as Aisabu wasn't answering him. Naruto then said, okay, don't answer. I'll just finish you off. Naruto turned to the clone and nodded, as the both of them lift their hands into the air, as Naruto started to bring most of his chakra into this attack and fusing his chakra into the clone to give him a more powerful attack, as the both of them were building a large Rasen Shuriken combining them. But then suddenly Naruto felt something pass his face with incredible speed, as Naruto said, what was that? As the clone then dispelled and the jutsu fade away, as Naruto could see, the rain was pouring, but it wasn't ordinary rain. They were made out of spikes coming to impale him, as Naruto quickly dodged them, but they were too much, as two of them pierced right through his shoulder. As Naruto's eyes widened when he finally figured out what Aisabu did. Naruto then looked up to the sky to see that spear of water were everywhere, and a large portion of water were coming from a far lake away and just coming to the area, and they all got the shape of spike, and not even small spike, some extra large one. If Aisabu give the order, he can drop all of them at the same time, and it will be really hard to deflect them all, Naruto thought to himself, as two of them already impaled him through his shoulder. Naruto pulled it out, and the second he did, they turned into water and thus fell to the ground. But when he pulled it out, it was rock hard, like ice, but now it just faded. This jutsu is quite impressive, said Naruto, as he was kind of worrying. He didn't want to lose, even though he could try that attack, he thought to himself. The spears then started to come down, 10 at a time at Naruto with incredible speed. Naruto was dodging them until he slipped up, and one of them pierced right through his stomach as Naruto coughed up blood, and next one pierced through his left arm, and next one pierced through his right arm. Naruto then said, you know what? I'll end this. Uncontrollable, demonic wind, said Naruto as he used most of his chakra in this attack, as then it was like a ripple effect of wind came out of Naruto's body, destroying the spears and blowing back everything from around him. Aisabu went into his shell. As his shell was really heavy, the wind managed to even blow that away, about 12 inches or so. It was really heavy, trust me. Naruto realized that all of the spears were destroyed, as then he could feel that he used a lot of his chakra in that attack. That attack was to use on a large crowd if he was in any danger. He could turn it into slicing winds and let it out like a ripple effect and slicing everything around him. But just because it's those spears and not real people. He sent it out like a boom, destroying all of them. Naruto finally managed to destroy all the spears. As he was about to turn to Aisabu, Naruto's eyes widened when he realized that he was in the final step of releasing the best technique of a tail beast. The tail beast bomb! Tail beast bomb! Shouted Aisabu as he shot the incredible black ball towards Naruto at high speed. There was no way Naruto could dodge his attack in time, so he had to block it in some way. Naruto sent a load of yokai into his tails and moved forward to meet the bomb as he slammed his tails into the bomb, pushing it with effects and the remainder of strength and power he has into his body. But then, the three tails then sent another bomb, collided with his first bomb, exploded on sight as Naruto was engulfed by the explosion. About a few seconds passed and Aisabu thought that Naruto was dead, but he was surprised when he saw the wind blow away the smoke, revealing a slightly damaged Naruto. He had covered his body in yokai at the last seconds, but he was still hurt heavily by that attack. Naruto still had a smile on his face, an insane smile as Naruto said, "You're strong, but I have to finish you now." Aisabu looked up at Naruto. "There is no chance of you winning. You are damaged and I will take you out now," Aisabu said as he prepared to use another attack. "Huh, that's what you think," said Naruto as Naruto flew up in the air high in the sky as his arm revealed fire burning as the fire was sucked out of his body and went to his arm, as the fire then condensed itself and went into a small flame in the middle of Naruto's arm. As Naruto started to bring the yokai and the chakra to one point in his body and force it to his arm, as Naruto, a fireball just grew in about a Rasengan size, as Naruto said, "This will finish it." Uncontrollable flames. As Naruto then turned his head downwards and rushed towards Aisabu, pushing every single amount of strength he had into his wing to fly straight down as he had the fire in his hands. As Naruto, Aisabu thought that attack won't do him anything, so he just turned his back as Naruto came down with the last amount of power he has. As Naruto slammed the fire, it seemed like a small flames. It was about the size of a Rasengan, but then when Naruto slammed it, Aisabu could feel the pure force behind that attack as he was about to use his tails to try and stop Naruto. But suddenly, Naruto used his one hand and said Shadow Clone Jutsu as three Shadow Clones appeared and slammed the tails with Rasengan. But it wasn't strong enough because Naruto was using every last amount of power in this attack. He was already damaged and weak from getting hit by the Biju bomb. The three Shadow Clones then hold on to the three tails with their own tails as Naruto began to pour his attack in Aisabu's back, and you can hear the shell break as the explosion engulfed Aisabu as Naruto was sent blown back as he was about to crash down into the ground when he felt someone catch him. As he turned and looked up to see Kurama. "I know you would catch me," he said, making Kurama smile. The rebels all surrounded Naruto and Kurama, giving him their thanks for helping them winning the war. Mei approached Naruto and Kurama, smiling. "Thank you so much for your help, Naruto. If we may, can Wave and Miss have allies between each other?" she asked. "Yes, I see no problem in having allies," said Naruto as he struggled to get back to his feet with a smile on his face. And this is the end of the flashback. Back to Mei, she was sitting in the council room with all of the Kages. Ever since then, Wave and Miss have had a partnership. When we call for help from other countries, they don't reply, she said, as she looked at the rest of the Kages. If you blame me for being an ally with the enemy, blame yourself for not helping the mist out. This is stupid. How can you be an ally with that demon? The Raikage asks. He is a mass murderer and he betrayed his own village. What do you think? He cares about you and your stupid village? Said the Raikage. What? My stupid village? You're the one who come here, want to fight Naruto, knowing that you cannot beat him, said Mei as she shouted back at the Raikage. No matter. We shall end him. He's a threat to the peace of the shinobi world, said Danzo. I agree fully, as everyone turned around to see a man in an Akatsuki cloak with a spiral mask. As Oniki then asks, who the hell are you and why are you here? Oniki, it has been a while, the man said in a deep voice. You know me? Asks a very suspicious Oniki. What is he talking about? The Raikage asked Oniki. I have never seen this man in my life, said Oniki. Oh really? That's a shame, said the man, as they all gasped as they saw the Sharingan in the hole in the mask. You cannot remember the only Uchiha who defeats you? He asked. Oniki's eyes widened when he heard this. What? There is no way. You're supposed to be dead. Oniki shouted in fear. As you can see, I'm alive and living. Who is this man? The Raikage asked as they all stared at Oniki. He's Madara Uchiha. No way, everyone in the room shouted. As the Raikage stood up and said, I won't take any more seconds of this. He's an Akatsuki and he needs to die now. Calm down, Raikage. Just let me talk. And then after that, if you still want to fight, we shall. But trust me, you won't win. So just sit down and shut up. I'm here to talk about Naruto Uzumaki. Why do you want to talk about Naruto Uzumaki? Danzo asked, trying to turn the situation in his favor. Well, said the man claiming to be Madara as he sat down on the table. Two things are going to happen and you guys will have to pick one. Either Naruto kills you all if you try to go up against him, or you hand over the rest of the Jinchurikis. But if you don't have the Jinchurikis, prepare for war. Back at Wave, Kurama was sitting down in her backyard, in a chair. Naruto was laying in her lap sleeping. As she brushed through his furs, she hadn't heard word from the search group as they were searching for Fu and she was getting worried. She knew how long it took for a Biju to be forcefully removed from their Jinchuriki and she was worried that they wouldn't make it in time. No, Kurama said to herself, I will get those thoughts out of my mind. They will find her and they will bring her home. She was caught from her thoughts when a chakra spike came from Naruto, waking him up from his sleep. As she looked down at him, knowing what was going to happen, she then placed him on the ground as Yosuke surrounded the small fox as red light was shining everywhere. When all of the light died down, Naruto was reverted back to normal as Kurama ran up to him and gave him a big hug. I'm glad you're back, she said, as he returned the hug. It's good to be back, he whispered in her ear. In the land of lightning, the full rescue squad was looking all over, trying to get a signal of Nagato's chakra. They all knew that they had a limited time frame to find Fu, so they were looking high and low, hardly had a time for a break. They searched many countries, but still couldn't find a simple glance of Nagato's chakra. Karin was off by herself, searching a part of the mountains alone. They had all split up to track more lands, wanting to find Fu fast. Karin was looking around with the black receiver in her hand when she noticed something. It's that chakra, she thought. She then quickly used her sensory abilities to see the chakra thread coming from a specific area. Finally, she shouted out as she sent a kunai with a paper bomb in the air. It exploded. It was a signal for them to find her. As her squad saw the bomb, they all headed to the location. She looked down the mountain to see most of her squads coming up as she shouted at them that she was up here, as most of them already reached quickly. As Fuka then said finally, as she took out the kunai that Kurama gave her and placed it on the ground, sending Chakra to hit. And then a red round circle came on the ground with symbols. All we have to do now is wait. Back at Wave, the ceiling Arima appeared in a room inside of Naruto and Kurama's house, sending Chakra Pulse alert. Soon enough, all of Wave ninjas were at the house, ready to go off and get Fu back. Good to see everyone here, said Naruto entering the room with Kurama, as everyone was happy to see Naruto back to normal, as they all stepped on the seal while holding on to each other's hands, as Naruto said, "Flying Thunder God," as they all vanished in a red flash, as Naruto and his team headed off to face off against Nagato. But guys, I'm going to end this episode here. If you want to see the next part, just know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment down below, and turn on bell notifications. They posted. Whoa, that was pretty fast. And I'm off now, guys. Peace.